Gwyneth Paltrow was in a lawsuit. All the lawyers groups on Facebook were mocking her attorney tremendously. I don't know how he pulled it off or whatever. I haven't watched it, haven't seen it, but here's some news.
Was Gwyneth Paltrow at fault? No.
Nope.
Oh.
What I heard was that she was hit by this guy who came down the mountain, and then he sues her.
Gwyneth Paltrow's ski crash trial has come to an end. A Utah jury finds that Gwyneth is not liable for $300,000 in damages related to the 2016 incident. The jury rules that retired optometrist Terry Sanderson is 100% at fault and said he caused the Oscar winner harm. The jury also orders the plaintiff to pay the Goop star the symbolic amount of $1 in damages.
The reason why she only went for $1 in damages was to protect her reputation, hands down.
Right.
For her to sue a non-celebrity, everybody in the world is viewing her as being rich. Mm-hmm. And also, she's had some issues with, things in her past. I think she's fairly well regarded now, but she could have really been destroyed, looking for money or whatever. So to cover her attorney's fees plus $1, you have to get $1 of damages in some jurisdictions, and apparently in this one, you can't just sue for nothing plus attorney's fees theoretically in some. So you ask for $1. It's a symbolic.
So she got attorney
gesture.
fees too?
She did get attorney's fees too.
Okay. Because I was going to say he was suing her first.
He sued her.
Right.
So this is not something where she's trying to get paid and make money off of him.
Right.
She's not going to be viewed as a predator. It's a real good way that it does make you look like a victim. It was a very good case strategy of what to do.
Was Terry Sanderson at fault? Yes. Was Terry Sanderson's fault a cause Gwyneth Paltrow's? Did Terry Sanderson's fault cause Gwyneth?
I feel for her. It's actually hard to read stuff. She's got to be nervous as heck. This poor juror who gets called in and then gets elected as foreman. Sometimes you have people that'll gladly be the foreman. Other times it's no one wants to be the foreman and have to go out and do that.
Right.
Paltrow's harm. Yes. Comparative fault.
She looks very not happy, and that is how almost everybody who is a normal person feels in court. Court's not fun. And for the people that, I want my day in court, no, you don't. You want a good, healthy solution is what you want.
What percent of the fault do you assign to Terry Sanderson? 100%. Damages. What amount fairly compensates Gwyneth Paltrow for economic damages? $1. Signed March 30th, 2023.
The decision
I would have wanted to see more reaction from the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he's a retired optometrist, I would hope that he's financially stable enough where this is not necessarily making or breaking him. I don't know. And I'm concerned about how much he would have paid his lawyer. Do you think his lawyer did it on a contingency?
Who knows?
Who knows?
comes after more than a week of hearing arguments from both Gwyneth and Sanderson's legal teams. Sanderson was seeking $300,000 in damages after accusing the actress of crashing into him and causing him serious injuries at a ski resort in 2016. In a 2019 lawsuit, he claimed that the actress left him with a brain injury, 4 broken ribs, and other serious injuries. Gwyneth denied those accusations, filing a countersuit saying he was the one who hit her.
I do like that suit jacket she's got on.
Oh, yeah.
Claiming he, quote, plowed into her back, alleging that he blames her for the collision in an attempt to exploit her celebrity and wealth. Both,
which is very, very, very likely to have been true.
Mm-hmm.
And the jury seems to think so.
I wonder why he thought she was at fault.
I mean, it's very likely that he didn't. He just thought that she would settle and this was going to be a paycheck. And maybe they were counting on her being disliked by the jury. Who knows?
the actress and Sanderson testified during the trial, recounting their side of the story.
I just remember everything was great, and then I heard something I've never heard at a ski resort.
So here's the thing.
He looks like he's lying.
He's saying he has brain damage and has memory issues and things like that. And the fact that he was hurt and hit, he probably doesn't know what happened. And he might think that it's something completely else, because people, they can't be the villain in their story, especially a good person. Let's even assume he's a good person.
Right.
He might honestly believe, because he has brain damage and doesn't know and is thinking she must have hit me, because of course I wouldn't have hit her, and I would remember that, right? But he's got brain injuries. So it's completely plausible that he thinks that he is absolutely right. And sometimes you have to go to a trial to sort these things out.
And that was a blood-curdling scream. Just, I can't do it. It was, and then, boom. And it was like somebody was out of control and gonna hit a tree and was gonna die. And that's what I had until I was hit.
That's what was going on in your mind.
Overruled.
That's what.
She thinks he's lying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's real clear.
That's definitely her
What's
reaction.
going on in your mind when you hear that scream?
That was instantaneous. Oh my gosh, somebody's out of control. And they're really seriously out of control.
Gwyneth told a courtroom during the alleged collision that she wondered briefly if she had been sexually assaulted, though clarified she wasn't accusing him of sexual assault.
I didn't know if it was an intentional assault of a sexual nature.
Right.
Okay.
And that makes sense. She's Gwyneth Paltrow. I see her. I'm going for it. I'm going to ski right into her and grab her and, do something, whatever. And I like that she was clear. I'm not accusing her of that. This is just the thoughts that went through my head. You asked me what I was, what my concerns were. That can totally happen.
Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the noises? What made you think it was a sexual assault?
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing and two skis came between my skis, forcing my legs apart, and then there was a body pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise.
You guys are on the.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's weird.
Who knows? It could have been that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, you see Gwyneth Paltrow, if the guy was a perv, you never know. But
well, I mean, she's got don't she have a helmet on? And how would he know it was her? Or
goggles or something.
Yeah, how would he know it was her though?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe she had her hair out or something. Just maybe it's not even that she's Gwyneth Paltrow. Maybe it's that she's just a pretty girl.
Attractive woman.
Or something. You never know. If I was a woman and that happened to me, yeah, I'd be worried about that initially. Especially somebody like her who's a celebrity who's always got to be conscious of that type of thing. She's at a heightened risk of that anyway. So if that was her first thought, that sounds very believable to me.
Right.
And again, she said she's not accusing him of that.
Ground. Now you realize, right? You're not saying to the jury that this was in any way, shape, or form a sexual assault.
I am not saying that. Okay. I'm just saying what went through my mind for a split second when it was happening. I said, you skied directly into my effing back, and he said, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Right. And that was you screaming at him while he's on the ground still, right?
I was yelling at him.
Pretty loud, pretty forceful.
I was pretty upset.
Gwyneth's children, Apple and Moses, who were with their mom on the 2016
She looks just like her mom, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Actually, he does too.
trip, both had their depositions read at the trial.
I skied over. I heard my mom yelling at the guy.
What was she saying?
She was.
By the way, what I really like is this is a very good technique for reading somebody's deposition, especially the deposition of a child. This is a good demonstration of that.
Saying something along the lines of, "What the F word? You just ran into me."
I noticed that she looked at
Did you see the lady in the background that started laughing when he said, "What the F word?" Watch this.
Of, "What the F word? You just ran into me."
I noticed that she looked at me shocked, and I asked what had happened, and she said, "This a-hole ran into me. He ran right into my back." And I remember she did this motion saying that he ran into her back. And they both went down. But I remembered that's what she said.
Okay, those glasses.
Yes.
Really,
They
what
look
should have
like-
happened here?
They look like glasses that Iron Man wore.
Yeah, what should have happened like here, where he's an optometrist. What they should have done was gone, look, I see those glasses that you got there. I'll make you a new pair of glasses and we'll both part ways. No, he thought he was going to get a payday. It's all in all, it's a tragedy, and that sucks. And as a lawyer, I want to know what each lawyer made out of that. And her lawyer was just being torn apart all week from the lawyers that were watching this in the Facebook groups. So maybe we should do an episode on that and
at least,
see some things about what not to do in the courtroom. Can you still win? Yeah, because the court's always supposed to be about the facts. Would a better lawyer still have been able to do this?
So I wonder if he did the depositions of the kids or if the opposing side did the deposition of the kids.
I would think it would be
probably
the opposing side, but it could be
him.
It could be Gwyneth that doesn't want her kids to go in and asked her lawyer, how can I avoid having to have my kids go in? Well, we can take their deposition. That's a much better protected environment. Yeah. So, and if it's in Utah, the case would have had to have been in Utah. So I guess they're in Utah.
Yeah, they said it was in Utah.
And now we taw the whole case. This is the Lawyer Dana Show.